잠깐만. 이렇게 해야 되니? 진짜 너무 어려워. 어떡해요? 사실은 자신이 없습니다. Hello everyone, yes, I'm back. Welcome back to another episode of e-learning. And actually, I was really the one talking gibberish in Korean earlier. I'm sorry, alright? It's because I'm learning the language. Anyway, life goes on. Let's live on. Just kidding. Before we start, I apologize in advance if you ever hear a background noise, since our house is basically located somewhere that is like, what do you call that, near the road. So you can basically hear the sound of the vehicles passing by and all. So this is what I'm talking about. So I'm very sorry if you hear something like that. It's just because it's inevitable. Well, I'm not exactly a vlogger, but I'm trying to be. As you can see, I'm so trying hard right now, but please bear with me. Please bear with me to say So what we are going to talk about today is about the language corpora and concordancers, which are used in language learning. Anyway, 미안해. 진짜 어렵다 이거. 어렵네. But anyway, wait. I'm gaining my senses back. It's because I'm absorbing the Korean vibes again. So, okay, back to what we are talking about. We are gonna talk about the language corpora and concordancers, which are used in language learning. So first, let us define what is a language corpus. What a language corpus is, I mean. So, a language corpus is basically a collection of authentic texts, and it is in the form of collection in the computer. So basically, you will have the access to it through the use of concordancers. So for a more thorough explanation, here it is.
What is a language corpus? A language corpus is a collection of written or spoken texts. With the use of computers, it is possible to compile large amounts of authentic written and spoken language. This compilation of online text can then be analyzed in various ways to establish patterns of grammar and vocabulary usage. It consists of texts that have been produced in natural context, such as published books, ordinary conversation, letters, newspapers, and lectures, which means it mirrors natural language. A well-composed corpus can be used to answer questions about language use. Narrowing down, we have the reference corpus, which can be created to be a balanced sample of a language variety, and it can be used as the basis of comparison between a text or a genre and its standard language. Meanwhile, the specialized corpora can be used to examine or compare different language varieties, such as language from a particular area, covering a certain genre or text type, produced by particular language users, and etc. An example of this one is the Old Bailey corpus, which contain almost 134 million words. On the other hand, annotated corpora have extra information added, usually linguistic information such as part of speech or metadata, or information about the material in the corpus, speakers or authors, situation, extra linguistic information, etc. Corpora can be synchrone or covering one time, or diachrone or covering several time periods, can consist of different media, written or spoken language, and be composed of different languages. There are corpora that can be consulted online via a custom-built interface, and ones that you explore with standalone tools that you install on your computer.
Okay, so now we know what a language corpus is. Now, what is a concordancer?
A concordancer is a piece of software either installed on a computer or accessed through a website which can be used to search, access, and analyze language from a corpus. They can be particularly useful in exploring the relationships between words and can give us very accurate information about the way language is authentically used. A typical concordancer allows us to enter a word or phrase and search for multiple examples of how that word or phrase is used in everyday speech or writing. More complex concordancers can help us extract examples from very particular contexts and even discriminate between spoken or written language use.
These are the ones that provide information about the use or the different context where a certain word is used in the sentence. So we chose the WordSift.org. So it is basically a website, and it, unlike other any concordancers out there, it's a website and not a software that needs to be installed, which I find more accessible for as long as you have data connection. You can access it anywhere without actually um, bringing your laptop or your desktop or whatever you call it, because you can even access it on mobile phones, which I find really convenient, especially for the students who are learning. And the thing is about the WordSift Concordancer is actually user-friendly, for it offers a lot of functions or key features that um, made it user-friendly, because it is actually easy to understand and navigate than any other concordancers out there.
WordSift is a free web-based tool designed to help teachers manage the demands of vocabulary and academic language in their text materials. It can help students preview text and rapidly scan for relevant and challenging vocabulary. It is easy to use and especially useful for history teachers looking for an open-ended, holistic approach to vocabulary instruction when using assigned texts. Alright, so now we are currently here in the main interface of our website, which is the wordsift.org, and as you can see on the upper right corner of the web page, we have the different options so that we can navigate it, and it has the about options that talks about the website and how it was created, as well as how it could be used, and as well as its features, that tells about how we can actually navigate it, or the options on how to use it, as well as the theory or the basis on how it was created. Since it is made for vocabulary enrichment, that is the main focus of using the WordSift.org. And then we also have the word lists, as well as the tips on how to use the website, as well as the acknowledgement or the people behind the web page. Okay, so next we have this part. This is where we paste our excerpt or the text for it to have the representation of the frequency of the words used. So one thing I liked about this website is that it offers sample text right here. So if you happen to be new in this website, you can just simply click something. Okay, as for me, let's use a King's Legacy, and it will appear there. And then after that, you just have to click Sift and wait for it to load a little bit. So the first thing that we could see after it loaded is the tag cloud, or the cloud of words that appeared on our text. And another option here is that you can change your cloud style depending on what you want, and it provides the preview of how it could be or how it could appear. Also, we also have the option sort words from common to rare, since it is a vocabulary enrichment website. It is commonly chosen this one, the common to rare words. And then we also have marked words depending on the academic word list, a general service list, etc. And we can also change the text into text view. So in this one, you can basically see the whole text and not just the words that appeared. So going back, another feature I found interesting with this website is the visualization of the world. So if we try to click a word, as previously we clicked the word scholar, it will show different words or the synonym of the word scholar, which can be used, or in which the students can use in their own composition. Another fascinating thing I found in this website is it provides images for the word that we previously clicked. So if you happen to need to browse for more pictures, you can just click images and it will redirect you to the Google site so that you can browse for more pictures. Okay, so going back, the thing about this website is that the cloud alone, or the tag cloud, can be used in discussion, especially if you try to use the PowerPoint presentation. You can just take a screenshot of this cloud and then make your student choose which words they find interesting, or which word they choose the words they find a little bit difficult to understand, so that teachers may know how they would start the explanation as well as the discussion. As for this option, I really think it is convenient for the students to know different synonyms of the word, so that repetition of the word in a certain text or in their work can be avoided, especially when we are talking about technicalities of a certain text. Also, if we try to navigate more, it provides the context in which the word was used. It provides the list, so the students can really explore the word that was previously clicked.
So now that we know, we already know how to use the WordSift.org as well as its key features. I encourage you to make use of it while learning, or if you have your free time, because a vocabulary enrichment can also be something that can be considered as a weapon, so you won't have to really adjust in understanding a particular word, especially when it is used in different contexts, since um, the the website provides the context already. So it's a shame that I could not interview a teacher that actually uses a language corporate in class, because teachers in our area are not really that aware of this existing tool or technology based tool. But I hope that uh, they would know about this and may actually make use of it, because it tends to be more engaging for the students, because students now are more technologically inclined, so they would be interested in learning, especially if they are the ones who would be able to navigate the website. So I think it's advantageous and more convenient for the students to use it, as well as for the teachers, because it's faster. It's basically faster, and the learning vocabulary um, involves sometimes it involves the literary texts, some literary texts that need to be analyzed. So I think it is convenient for you to copy and then paste a certain excerpt from the story and then paste it on the website, so that the students would be able to access a different language corpus for them to analyze the text better, and ideas would come up naturally if they discuss it in groups. So I think it's really um, advantageous. Okay, that's it for our content for today. I hope you all understood what I tried to convey, and see you again next time if I ever happen to upload another one for you to um, watch. I guess. 네, 너무너무 감사합니다. 오늘은 너무 재밌고 재밌었어요. 너도 재밌었으면 좋겠어요. 어렵지만 네, 너무 어려워요. 어렵죠, 진짜. 죄송합니다. 네, 내 말은 듣고 있어서 감사하고 재밌고 또 보자. 아니 잠깐만, 만만해. 또 만나요. 그럼 이만. 안녕.
I can make it right.